Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism by any means necessary. I just got a text message from my good brother Murdoch, representing Kingsport, Tennessee, who's a member of the FDMG festival team. Brother Murdoch just sent me an article about a white girl named Audrey Lorber. Brother Murdoch just sent me a letter about a white girl from Staten Island, New York. This snow bunny, Audrey Lorber. This snow bunny, Audrey Lorber, was 19 years old when she went to Russia 2 years ago in 2019. She was 19 years old when she went to Russia 2 years ago in 2019. And she got caught with 19 grams of marijuana. Audrey Lorber, 19-year-old Staten Island snow bunny, got caught in Russia and arrested with 19 grams of marijuana. 19 grams of marijuana. She spent 60 days in a Russian jail and had to pay a $375 fine. She spent 60 days in a Russian jail and had to spend $375 to pay a fine, and she came on home. 60 days and a $375 fine. Audrey Lorber, look her up on the internet. Audrey Lorber, look her up on the internet. 19 grams of marijuana. 19 grams of marijuana. 19 grams of marijuana. And she only had to do 60 days in jail, pay a $375 fine, and Audrey Lorber was back home in Staten Island, New York. Brittany Griner, two-time Olympic gold medalist. Brittany Griner, whose father fought in 2 wars, including Vietnam. Brittany Griner, who won the FIBA Cup for America. Brittany Griner, WNBA Player of the Year. Brittany Griner, NCAA Player of the Year. Brittany Griner, WNBA champion. Brittany Griner, NCAA champion. Brittany Griner, 8-time All-Star. Brittany Griner, who was in Russia on a work permit since 2015. Brittany Griner was in Russia on a work visa. 2015, gets caught with less than 1 gram of cannabis oil. She didn't have marijuana. She had less than an ounce of oil. Aubrey, the 19-year-old privileged white snow bunny, had 19 grams of weed. Aubrey had 19 grams of weed. Aubrey Lorber from Staten Island had 19 grams of weed. Brittany Griner, less than an ounce of cannabis oil. She's sentenced to 9 years. She's sentenced to 9 years. She's sentenced to 9 years. And now President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, now they talking about we got to get her out. Now they talking about we got to get her out. You know why they talking about they got to get Brittany Griner out now? Now today on the news, they've made progress towards getting Brittany Griner out. Let me tell you what's going on here. Let me help you understand, overstand, and understand what's going on here. Let me help you understand, overstand, and understand what's going on here. America knew they got Aubrey Lorber home in 60 days. They knew that. The State Department made a phone call to Russia. I know this. They got that white girl home with the quickness. They got that white girl home with 19 grams of marijuana with the quickness, but Joe Biden never thought that the American African public would find out about the Audrey Lorber case. See, the government of America in all its racism didn't think black people would find out. The government of America in all its racism didn't think black people would find out that y'all got that white girl home in 60 days. Y'all got that white girl home in 60 days. Y'all got that white girl home in 60 days. And now all black people know y'all got Audrey Lorber, 19-year-old woman from Staten Island. Y'all got her home in 60 days. Now you got to get Brittany home. You know why? Because this is a clear case of double standard. This is a clear case of privilege for the white girl and disdain for the black girl. This is a clear case by the United States government of privilege for the white girl and disdain for the black girl. See, y'all was ready to throw Brittany Griner to the wolves. Y'all was ready to throw Brittany Griner to the wolves. Y'all was ready to throw Brittany Griner to the wolves because she didn't want to stand up for your national anthem, because she wanted to stand up for her people. Y'all mad at Brittany Griner because even though she was a celebrity, she exercised her consciousness and said, I'm not standing for that anthem. I'm going to take a knee for my people. She said, I'm not standing for that anthem. I'm going to take a seat for my people. She pulled a Rosa Parks on y'all ass and y'all got mad. Brittany Griner poured a John Carlos on y'all ass and y'all got mad. Brittany Griner poured a Tommy Smith, a Muhammad Ali, a Colin Kaepernick on that ass and y'all got mad. So y'all was going to throw Brittany Griner to the wolves because she refused to stand for the anthem, to protest police genocide against African people. Y'all was going to let her suffer and make it look like this was all about Russia. Y'all was going to let our sister suffer for 9 years in jail. I want you black people to understand what America is. I want you black people to know what America is. I want you Africans to know that even when you a celebrity, even when you are LGBTQ, even when you a feminist, even when you are a 2-time Olympic gold medal celebrity, if you black, this country don't give a damn about you. But guess what the problem is now? Let me tell you what the problem is now. Let me tell you why Joe Biden is rushing to get Brittany Griner home now. Let me tell you why Kamala Harris is rushing to get Brittany Griner home now. Because the elections are 3 months away. Oh yeah, the midterm elections are 3 months away. That's why they got to get Brittany home. They need Negroes at the voting booths. Y'all need Negroes at the voting booths. See, Joe Biden watched my live stream last night. Kamala Harris watched my live stream last night. Joe Biden watched my live stream last night. Kamala Harris watched my live stream last night. Joe Biden watched my live stream last night. Kamala Harris watched my live stream last night. And every time I go live, every time I drop the Garvey grenade, the next morning, it's a new headlines on front of the newspapers. I remember I dropped the Garvey grenade on the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill. Next day, it gets approved. Every time I drop the Garvey grenade on the U.S. government schemes, the next morning, it's an about face and it's a whole new strategy. They saw my live last night. They said, we got to get her home because Ifatunde gonna tell black folks don't vote. We got to get her home because the Prince of Pan-Africanism is about to tell black America to boycott the election polls. Brittany Griner will be home before elections. Brittany Griner will be home before elections. Brittany Griner will be home before elections because if she not, those Negroes in the Congressional Black Caucus, if Brittany Griner ain't home, if she isn't home before the November midterm elections, half of the Congressional Black Caucus will be unseated. If Brittany Griner isn't home by elections, half of the Congressional Black Caucus will be unseated. Joe Biden can't afford that. He need all those step-and fetcher Uncle Tom Negroes in the U.S. Congress. He need all them Negroes in the Congressional Black Caucus. He need all them to vote Democrat. He need them to stay there. Joe Biden need those loyal House slaves to stay in the Congressional Black Caucus. He need them 60, 70, and 80-year-old U.S. representatives to stay in Congress to push the Democratic agenda. So Joe Biden knows that if Brittany Griner is not home by November, President Biden knows that if Brittany Griner is not home by November, black folks won't be voting. Black folks won't be voting. Black folks won't be voting. So Joe Biden know that the future of the Democratic Party, the future of the Democratic Party is contingent on the immediate release of Brittany Griner. They're not bringing her home because they care about her. We already know that. They're not bringing her home because they care about black women. We already know that. They're not bringing her home because they got caught. They're not bringing her home because we know about Audrey Lloyd, the 19-year-old who was home in 60 days with 19 grams of weed. That's not why she's coming home. She's coming home because the elections are in November. The elections are in November, and the Democratic Party cannot afford for Negroes to stay home. They need them on the Democratic Party plantation November 3rd. They need you on the Democratic Party plantation November 3rd. They need you on the Democratic Party plantation November 3rd, casting your votes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, brothers and sisters. I called it. What did I tell y'all to repeat after me yesterday? What did I tell y'all to repeat after me yesterday? Did I not say enforcement of law is discretionary? Didn't I just say that last night? Did I or did I not say that last night? Did I or did I not say enforcement of all law is discretionary? Didn't I just say that last night, brothers and sisters? So guess what? They just proved it. Audrey Lloyd, more marijuana than Brittany. 19 grams compared to less than an ounce of oil. 19 grams of hard weed compared to less than an ounce of oil. 2 months, $375. Brittany Griner, 9 years, $16,000. Brothers and sisters, tell the truth and shame the devil. But Brittany Griner, hold your head. Hold your head, Brittany. Crazy Joe and Coonish Kamala. Crazy Joe and Coonish Kamala. Kamala the Coon, they coming to get you, baby. They coming to get you, baby. They got caught, and they got to get you out now because they can't afford for black folks not to be in those election lines at the voting booth on November the 3rd. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Sign up for the festival, FDMGfestival.com. Sign up for the festival, FDMGfestival.com. Sign up for the festival, FDMGfestival.com. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. This is King.